Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side to Side Sportscast, where it's your boys, Will, Woody, and for the very first time, the Blonde Bomber, Fayetteville's finest, representing New York to the fullest. It's our lovely lady co-host, Lauren, on the set with your boys. Lauren has come to hold it down from the court side, the ring side, the sidelines, and for them sports they play outdoors. She outside with us. It's side to side. That's how we. And today we got a March Madness special. It's courtside coverage, the whole episode. We talking about them brackets. But before we do that, let's talk about Lauren for a little bit. Lauren, welcome. Thank you for being down with the Side to Side crew.
No, thank you guys. Honestly, this is so exciting. Sorry, we have a little guest coming in, but we are super excited to be a part of this. Sports are kind of our thing, right? And I'm excited to get started with my favorite topic, which is March Madness. So I'm totally pumped to be here. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of this team. And yeah, we're excited, right?
We are pumped to have you on. And not only you, shout out to Nina holding it down to ladies and gentlemen watching the Sportscast before we went on air. Nina said in crystal clear voice, she said, jump shot. So that means she's going to be killing it courtside someday. She's going to have a mean crossover, step back in and out. We're going to get Filet to do a video for her talking about some tween cross, jump shot, bang. We're going to get Filet on the Side to Side Sportscast to hold it down for Nina. But Lauren, you're a big college basketball fan, correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I feel like more pure than the college game. I feel like it's a little less, there are showboaty players, but it's a little less showboaty than the NBA. And I think it's like I said, it's more pure. You see like more teamwork, more team effort. And yeah, that's why I tell my girls that I coach, watch college basketball, don't watch the NBA. Yes. Watch college basketball, you'll learn a lot more than the NBA. So I think it's a little more pure.
I agree with you 100%. I love college basketball for the simple fact that they haven't made millions yet. And you really see the grit, the grind, and the heart out there because they're trying to make it, Right. Some people are just trying to make it to even the second round. Some people want to make it to the G League, but they all got hoop dreams and they're playing on the biggest stage. And you got to love college basketball. Hey, I love the NBA, but you nailed it. The NBA can get a little showboaty sometimes,
Well, everyone needs to get their calls. The superstars need to get their calls. Harden needs to get this. There's none of that. There's, way less travels in the college game, way less carries. A whole lot of less complaining and all that. Where you have someone like and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but James Harden out here changing the complexion of the game with superstar calls and stuff like that.
And the great thing also about college basketball, and you see it a lot in college sports in general. So like on Saturdays when you watch, like the countdown shows, you hear all the great stories about certain teams. You're okay. Go see Mimi. All the great stories that come out. Kids that just, I never thought I'd make it out of high school. I never thought like I was going to be at this school or where I was. And you just see the work and the grit that they put into it. I think that's what also makes it so exciting is just learning about the stories that, I got injured and I didn't let that stop me. Or I went through the transfer portal and this, that, and the other thing. So that when I cover sports, I think covering the Big East tournament back in the day, covering the Ivy League, those are some of the best times that I had because just listening to those kids talk, they're not really kids, but listening to them talk and hearing what they had to go through. And even being a former college basketball player, I mean, that was D3, but just still like looking at my teammates, they still go to class. They have internship. They have, you know what I mean? So it's such a pure game, and these kids just have the heart and the knack for it that it's exciting to watch, especially around March Madness.
The story of all these kids from what happened post high school to where they're going next or trying to get to is definitely, pulls the heartstrings, certainly. And that is why this magical time of year is so important.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best. I look forward to it every year. I was so sad when they canceled the tournament 2 years ago. I was like, what in the world am I going to do? Like, this is March sadness. There is no March Madness. Like, this is depressing. Like, at work, I'll have my phone and my headphones. Like, I'll wear my hair down so I could hide my headphones so I could listen to the game. Like, that's how I went to Disney World 5-6 years ago, and I like pulled out a napkin and I was writing down my bracket so I could send it to my brother and be like, listen, this is who I want, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I was following the tournament, was on little napkins the entire time I was in Florida. So
wow. Now that's dedication right there. That's dedication. Hey, you know what? You make me realize that even places of employment realize how important March Madness is, because I haven't had a job in my career where when the tournament is on, they don't have it somewhere, you know? And I'm talking Fortune 500 companies that I worked for. They know that we need to watch this bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, if your job does not turn on a tournament, that is a lame place of employment.
to go. Just quit.
And especially nowadays where a lot of people can work from home, you better have the game on. Exactly. It's actually perfect for that.
I have a guy I work with, he's constantly putting like parlay bets in, this, that, and the other thing. So I know for sure he's going to be like this the entire time next week. And we have to work at night too. So he'll be like, yep, okay. Mm-hmm. And he'll have his headphone. And he won't even care about hiding it. Like he will be. So I be over his shoulder, like, what's going on? Who do you like in this game? Who are you betting?
So Lauren, do you have a personal favorite college basketball team?
So we kind of touched on this before the show. For a while growing up, of course, like as a female athlete, I loved UConn. I read the Rebecca Lobo book when I was in third grade, did a whole story on her. So I loved UConn because of Rebecca Lobo. And then, like in terms on the men's side, it's either I love a player, so I'll follow that team. I love a coach, so I'll follow that team. It just depends. But then I went to grad school at Syracuse, so I feel like I have to pledge allegiance to the Syracuse Orange. So that will always be my team from now on. But I will always find a team that, you know what, I like this player, so I'm going to follow them and I'm going to root for them. But if they ever come across my orange, no, I'll go for Syracuse. So.